with the head coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones, Shawn Witten. Coach Witten, you guys are Friday Night Rivals pros at this point. We came over here to talk to you. I saw the pile of trophies over there in the corner, but what's it like for your team to play on TV like that?
Well, it's just a great opportunity for our program. It just puts us on another level. Every week we feel like we get everybody's best effort, and when you get on TV, just an opportunity to showcase our talent level, what the guys can do. We can focus on a lot of players, the student athletes, guys that have kind of waited their turn to kind of shine, and it's just an opportunity for us to continue to push our program and let our people see how hard our guys work.
4 years ago, you guys were at the top of the Mountain State Championship. A lot of people thought that you guys were going to have a little downward swing, but even at the end of that season where you had a little bit of a rebuild, you bounced back and finished strong, had a great season last year. What's the progression to kind of get back up to the top of the mountain?
Well, that's the funniest thing, Heather. Is like we're 3 years removed from playing in that big game, so we're not that far off,
right.
And so we got enough guys here that understand what the standard's all about. For a while, it was a two-team race, us and Greenville. And then there was a three-headed monster with Anderson County. And then the last couple of years for us, it's like those two teams have got the better of us. So now, instead of being the hunted, we're going back and be the hunter. So, we got some work to do. Guys are working really hard. They know what our football season is about. They know what Friday night means to this town. And that's why the guys show up and work as hard as they do.
I mean, I know you guys like success, but I'm guessing from a coaching standpoint, it's a little bit easier to motivate being the hunter than the hunted.
Well, it is. You want to try to have a chip on your shoulder. You got something to prove each and every week. And then I think the last thing is like, hey, it's no disrespect from year in and year out to our players. It's just, hey, we don't have the same, from 1 to 99 in our roster. We're going to have to do a little bit more. We're going to give a little bit more. And so our guys understand that. They know what's at stake. We had a really good year last year, got off to a 7-0 start, finished the season, got both games in the fourth quarter, just didn't find a way to win it. So our guys understand what it takes to play football. Our coaches do a great job. Our whole tradition, just kind of, it's at another level. But the thing you mentioned, Heather, is just it's so hard to sustain it. Right. Getting there, chasing it, and then just sustaining it is the hardest thing, I think, in football.
This Rivals game that you play, obviously we talked about you and Greenville, what a great rivalry this is, but this game you're going to play on Rivals with Science Hill. I mean, that might be the most intense rivalry you guys play.
Well, just coming out from the summer, game number 1, I mean, you got to be ready to go. I mean, you got to have all your checklist items and go. You got to be ready to operate 2-minute offense. You got to go through all the special team situations that occur. I mean, there's no cupcake at the beginning, and then just the depth that they have. In the last couple of years, kind of the home team has kind of been not the favorite. They've beaten us here. We've beaten them over there. We know it's at stake with those guys. They're really good. Coach Carter's got a great record. This year they've got a couple of new guys that have added to their roster. So it's just a tough game. It's going to be a 4-quarter type game, and it really just pushes your conditioning.
You guys are a smallish 4A school, but you play 6A schools and aren't afraid of them. Why is that important for you?
Well, I just think it's important for this area in general. One, the best teams need to be playing each other. I think it just, it gives us an opportunity to, like you said, be on the big stage, to be on TV. Without those opportunities, I don't think our program is where it would be. We're not in the spotlight. If we're playing 3A teams below us, it's not putting us, not challenging us to get better. And I think that's the whole reason why these kids come out and play football at Elizabethton High School. They know that we're going to be on a big stage. We got an opportunity. This will be our 3rd year in a row that we're going to get to play at ETSU. And then, the opportunity for a lot of kids in this county, that come to this school, to be in the city school, to play in great environments, sellout crowds, standing room only. And then this year, obviously for us, this is a big game. Last year we only had 3 home games. This year we got 6. So we're going to be right here in our backyard, ready for this backyard brawl.
So talk about your team. What can people expect when the Cyclones hit the field?
Well, first off, we got a stud quarterback. Rhett's coming back. He's a terrific two-sport athlete. He's a great kid. He went through a lot last year. He got knocked down several times, got back up. He passed for, over 1,500 yards, had a lot of touchdowns. We didn't do a good job at the end of the year protecting him like we needed to. But he's a force to be reckoned with. He throws the ball better on the run than he does in the pocket, which is a great thing. His scramble ability, decision making, he's just got a better grasp of the offense. That's where it all starts for us. We got a lot of big guys back on both sides of the ball. We're really deep at tight end, H-back, linebacker, which is a tough position. So we got a lot of guys that can be those unsung heroes that we like to call them, guys that are willing to do a lot of the dirty work. And then, last year we graduated 20 seniors. This year we only got 14. So we got a lot of guys that have waited their time and waited their turn to be that senior year, and I think that we got great leadership that can lead our football team.
All right, that is Shawn Witten. He and the Cyclones kick off Friday Night Rivals against Science Hill, Week 1.